Welcome to another Assessment Academy training video, Academic Program Review. In this Assessment Academy, I will be talking about the program reviews that academic departments conduct at Siena College and the resources that will help you with your own. The program review is the opportunity for the departments to self-evaluate the effectiveness and relevance of the programs under review. This includes adherence to the program mission and the centrality to the school and Siena mission's stakeholder feedback and identification of resources actual and necessitated as determined in the review. The process also enables department members, internal reviewers, and the external reviewers to monitor program quality, to identify problems that may need corrective action, and to modify departmental offerings accordingly. To assure maintenance of quality of each program, comprehensive program reviews are conducted for every program, generally every 5 years. These evaluations are directed by the criteria listed in the Academic Program Review Guidelines. The Academic Program Review addresses resources, faculty qualifications, course offerings, and student learning. Exceptions are programs that are accredited, 2 chemistry majors, and social work. In addition, assessment of all teacher preparation and certification programs follows Council for the Accreditation of Educator Preparation, CAEP, accreditation standards, formerly the National Council of Accreditation of Teacher Education, NCATE. And the 6th School of Business programs received additional 5th-year reviews by the Association to Advance Collegiate Schools of Business, AACSB. Program reviews are ideally linked to the department's annual plans, annual reports, assessment of student learning outcomes, and other evaluations that take place on a continuous basis and are reviews as integral parts of regional accreditation. To assist with the program review process and help departments with their own review, the Office of Institutional Effectiveness, along with the Student Learning Assessment Committee, or SLAC, SLAC, has created the aforementioned Academic Program Review Guidelines, which can be found on this web page here. I will now take you through the information within those guidelines, as well as some examples of program reviews here at Siena College. Within this document lies a timeline for the review, outlines of both major and minor and certificate reviews on page 4 through 7, as well as what information can be included in the review documents and resources that can be used to gain the data. The first task to begin the program review process is to establish a timeline. The timeline will help you organize and design the steps needed to complete program review. While you do this, you should assign roles and responsibilities to faculty in your department to aid with the process. This should include a review committee, chair of the process, and an author of the review document. You should contact the Associate Vice President of Academic Affairs, Institutional Effectiveness by email if you have any questions on logistics and program evaluation methodology. This step should run you around 1 month in time. The next step should be finalizing your review plan and creating the design of your document. First, the scope of your study should be thought out. Decide the contents of each section, like the department's curriculum, faculty, and history of the program. Then you may want to create an outline using the template in the guidelines document. Once you feel like you are in a good place, schedule an appointment with the Associate Vice President of Academic Affairs, Institutional Effectiveness by email to review the documents and for early feedback. This step should run around 2 months in time. Next, you will want to review the plan with the Dean and Vice President of Academic Affairs, get their feedback, and select an external reviewer. On page 8 of the Program Review Guidelines, you can find a list of qualifying questions, responsibilities, and other parameters to consider when choosing your external reviewer. You should also look at when you will host the visit for the reviewer to be on campus. Once you have collected all of the early feedback, make revisions if necessary, which should be complete within a month or so. Now that you have completed your outline and integrated any feedback, it is time to conduct your review and draft the written report. You will want to collect data and write the draft report. The Program Review Guidelines has a list of questions, as mentioned earlier, to help guide you along the report. Areas to focus on for majors are pages 4 through 6. These questions range from program history, curriculum, resources at the program's disposal, faculty profile, student engagement, assessment, retention and success, and future plans for the department. Minors and certificates are on page 7. An internal copy of the draft should also be created. This draft should be in a 3-ring binder with tabs separating the sections and include a table of contents, appendix, and abbreviated or 1 to 2 page CV of every faculty member in the department covering the last 5 years. This draft process should take around 4 months to complete. The next step should be to host your external reviewer. The reviewer should be sent the internal review draft, then give them time to conduct their evaluation and discuss any findings. This process should take about 2 months. The next step is to complete the final written report. Collect and analyze the data from the external reviewer and include the interpretation of the analysis and the additional evidence that is needed to complete the review. Based on these results, identify any changes needed to be made to the program and describe the plan for action as well as the steps for monitoring continuous improvement. In detail, describe how the department plans to use this review for improving teaching and student learning. You should also respond to the external reviewer's comments and follow up with them. This step should take about 3 months. Once the report is completed, take the next month to finalize the report and send it to the Vice President of Academic Affairs and the Associate Vice President of Academic Affairs Institutional Effectiveness, as well as schedule a review meeting with the Dean and the Vice President of Academic Affairs to discuss the findings. Then you should schedule an oral review with the department, Deans, Vice President of Academic Affairs, and Associate Vice President of Academic Affairs Institutional Effectiveness. You should allow at least 2 hours for this review. Finally, use the last month to respond to recommendations made by the external reviewer, Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dean, and the Associate Vice President of Academic Affairs Institutional Effectiveness, and address them before submitting the review to OIE at siena.edu. To find all these resources, go to the Program Review Schedule and Reports page on the Siena College website. This page has the guidelines, tentative review schedule, and past submitted reports. One of these reports I will show parts of now. The Physics and Astronomy Program Review. Here you can see the department has used the outline in the Program Review Guidelines as a template and filled in all necessary sections with the data from their review and feedback. The Academic Program Review is a helpful look into your program and showcase how well the program has been doing over the last 5 years, as well as show your plans to continuously improve and support the Siena College mission. For examples of submitted program reviews, Program Review Tentative Schedule, and Academic Review Guidelines, please visit the page below. Thank you for watching our Assessment Academy training video. If you have any questions or need additional help, you can contact me, Ryan Rose, at my email. Thank you for watching.